Greetings. This is Paul the Poke from Paulthepoke.com. Today's topic: improving economy and big time government spending. First half of this is by Michael DeVille. He's our economic correspondent here at Paul the Poke. And he points out the Purchasing Managers Index, also known as the PMI, points to an improving economy. The economy is recovering. How long will it be before inflation and higher rates start in earnest? And inflation reduces purchasing power. Rising rates will cause bond risk. So he asked the question, is it time to refinance your mortgage? Rising rates threaten bondholders. Is it time to lock in loans? So if you're interested, highly recommend. Michael's got about an 8-minute video. You can check out his assessment of the economy. He's got some charts showing what's going on in the economy as well. So, and then which I was following up on this and ran across this chart. UN World Food Price Index. The price of food's going up around the globe. Food prices have increased for the 9th consecutive month. Cost of eating is as high as it's been since 2014, and grain prices have shot up 25% in the last year, and they call it the cereal index. So oats, wheat, all that kind of stuff, up 25% in the last year. Click on this link below, follow my cursor. Food commodity prices highest since 2014, according to the UN. And then also another article, zerohedge.com, economics, U.S. consumer prices jump fastest pace 7 months, and that happened in February. So, you got that going on. And then today, Congress approved a $1.9 trillion stimulus plan for the United States. And House passed that today. President Biden plans on signing the bill into law on Friday, here in a couple of days, March 12, 2021. Direct payments to the people along with emergency unemployment payments are part of the plan. I think we're going to bail out some renters and mortgages for folks. And if you want to get into the guts of where the money's going, I found an article that spells out where the money's going to be spent. What's inside COVID-19 bill relief package. And it's AP News provided that. So, and as if that's not enough, President Biden is not finished. On Thursday night, that'd be tomorrow night, March 11th, 2021. The president is looking to do more with the next phase. And here comes a massive infrastructure plan. Okay, and so he is going to, this part of the Green New Deal is the idea. We're going to spend all kinds of money on green technology. He's going to lay that out to the people. And he's not done after that. I swear this is the truth. They're looking to get rid of cancer. They're going to rid the planet of cancer. So you can check that out, zerohedge.com. Here comes trillions more. Biden will unveil next phase COVID response on Thursday. So, and after we do that, we're going to cure cancer. All right. So crank up the printing presses. Remember the movie, Mo Money, Mo Money, Mo Money. Here it comes. And we're going to print like crazy. And just remember, Revelation 6 is still out there. It's promised. It hasn't happened yet. And the Bible says hyperinflation is coming at some point in the future. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying this is it. But we know at some point we're going to have hyperinflation. And Revelation 6 talks of a time when it will cost a day's wage just to eat. And we're obviously not there yet, but the pace of food inflation is increasing. And I think it's going to take several things for this to happen. I mean, we're going to need to have some changes in climate, significant changes in climate, to where crops get wiped out for a year. We're going to need harsher weather conditions. We're going to need tons of money in circulation. Kind of a setup leading into like World War I with the Germans. except for that's going to be on a global scale. It won't just be with one economy. So Revelation 5 or Revelation 6 verses 5 and 6, when he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." And I looked, and behold, a black horse, and its rider had a pair of scales in his hand. And I heard what seemed to be a voice in the midst of the four living creatures saying, "A quart of wheat." That's food for a day, for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and wine. So time's coming where work your tail off and you'll have just enough money to buy food to eat. So keep your eyes on it. And I know when some people hear that, oh, that's metaphorical, idiomatic language. That's not really going to happen. I subscribe that it is really going to happen, and that conditions will come about to where you're going to need to work all day just to eat. And that's at the outset of the tribulation. So, again, the four horsemen, that just gets the party started. And that's the beginning. And it's going to start with famine, pestilence. And of course, that with the famine, that tells you food's already scarce. And then, the price of that scarce food, a quart of wheat for a denarius. Again, a denarius back in the day was a day's wage. So, and again, with all the money flying around, we got cryptocurrencies coming into play. Crazy amounts of money circulating around the planet. That seems over the top, but it says what it says. So if you enjoy this, please feel free to share with others. Paulthepoke.com. Also, you can type your email address in here in the gray box. Type that in, hit subscribe. You'll receive a notification every time we put something out. And this is going to be categorized under Michael DeVille Prophecy Trend Update, Paul the Poke. We got some different things: bonds, economy, inflation, and so forth. So, please feel free to share with others. Also, I do want to go down here and cover this real quickly. Michael's got a new book out coming up, and this is a great how-to book. Spells out how to invest in real estate for beginners. And so if you're interested in that sort of thing, highly recommend this book. It'll be coming out. Details become available. I'm going to put up some links. That way everybody can purchase it if they choose to. For those of you new to the blog and have been following Michael's been writing for several years and got to know the guy pretty good. His economic models, all I can say is he's just spot on, and he's called it. And he thinks second quarter of this year, the economy is going to continue to grow. So, and it's talking about going through June. So, now granted, if you're in the service industry or the travel industry or own a restaurant, those sorts of things, that aspect of the economy has been crushed by COVID. But manufacturing is going crazy. Housing is going crazy. Lumber's expensive. They can't find and build things like stoves, refrigerators, freezers. You can't build them fast enough. So there are parts of the economy that are booming, and that's not to, mitigate the hardship some people are having. But at any rate, please do check this out. Please share it with others. See, we got people from Houston, Pittsburgh, Kansas City. I think that's in India. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I always get a kick out of watching the globe. Appreciate you guys following along. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye.